I'm a Nighthawk. This will be no issues.
All right, welcome to CanHammer, everybody. Your source for 40k from the Great White North. We got Cody with us today. Cody has actually driven down. Were you already in Ottawa, or you drove down?
No, I came down for this. So.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I feel really bad now. Cody came, drove 2 hours from Pembroke to come play tonight, which I really appreciate now that I know that. I appreciated it before, but now I really appreciate it. So, and he's brought Iron Hands. So the much requested, we've actually planned this a few weeks ago before the nerf, so I had expected I'm going to get thrashed.
Ironstone goodness.
And so now I'm like, oh, maybe I got a chance now. This is now post-nerf. So I think we'll get a good game, actually. Because I think before I would have just like with most armies. Yeah. So you're still playing your pre-nerf list, though.
Yeah.
For the most part. So we'll see how it goes. I think we're going to see that the Iron Hands are still really good. So we're going to be playing, and you're fairly new to 8th.
Yeah, back into it hard the last like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
3, 4, I don't know, before Sudbury Collective, so yeah.
Yeah, so you joined up for the Sudbury team tournament, and now you're on Nick Blackburn's team for CanHammer team. So, and they're aiming to do well. So, so that's pretty cool. So I'm excited to play. How did you do at last P&P? You were at P&P, right?
We did good. I think we came 4th overall. I ended up going 5-0 with the Iron Hands, so can't complain there. But triple repulsors, not a lot of people were used to them then. So
yeah,
we'll see how they fare out now.
Cool.
But,
and are you going to P&P this weekend?
Yeah, I will be there.
Okay, what are you bringing, this list or a different list?
Depends on what I can get.
What you can get painted?
It'll be different for sure, but it could be a variation of this list, or it might be a completely different list.
Okay, I know certain people, Chris, are tooling for this list, so a little change might be spicy.
He was the only one I didn't want to play at last PNP, so.
Well, you know you're going to end up playing Chris or Zach probably if you end up at the top table, so.
So, that's the goal.
All right, cool. So we're going to get started, and we'll be right back. All right, everybody. You've seen it before. It's the same list. My best list. Put my best foot forward. Except this guy who's going backwards. Here we go. Oh, and this guy's going sideways. Come on, guys. All right, here we go. So it's the same list. I've got Valoris here. He's running himself. I've got the Vexilla. He's the Warlord. He's got a... Oh, I have to change it. He's got a Spear and a Misericordia. And a Magnifica, of course. Warlord trait will be the Heroic Intervention trait. Then I've got the Captain, 3+ Invuln, and a Misericordia. Unit of 5 bikes, standard. Unit of 5 Terminators, all Lastrum, all Fists, all the time. Then I've got 2 Pallas tanks. And I've got 2 caladius with the 1 Blaze Cannon. The CanHammer one is the Blaze Cannon. And that's it. 2,000 points on the nose. Custodes taking on the craziness of the Iron Hands. Alright, here we have Iron Hands, the meta Iron Hands. Okay, Cody, what do you got?
So we've got a battalion detachment with a chapter master captain with the Teeth of Terra.
So that's this Stormcast Eternal.
You got it.
Pretty cool, actually. I like that idea.
Yeah,
very
he's rocking
cool.
a Custodes shield and a Blood Angels jump pack.
Oh yeah, look how he stole my shield. What the fuck?
I didn't realize that. Good call.
So he's just a captain upgraded to a
chapter master.
Does he have a jump pack?
So he does have a jump pack, and he's rocking 2 warlord traits from the generic space.
2 warlord. So you spend a CP on the extra warlord trait.
Yeah, and he's rocking 1 from the Iron Hands book, which was Merciless Logic.
Remind me what that does.
Rolls of 6s with his weapons grant an extra hit.
Okay.
Doesn't auto hit, so I'll have to roll for that one as well.
Okay.
And then from the... I forget what it's called, but from the Space Marine decks, if he gets to reroll either 1 or both dice for his charge range.
Okay.
Here we go. The Imperium Sword. So he gets to reroll 1 or both of his dice charging, and he gets, if he charges or performs heroic intervention, he gets +1 to strength and attacks characteristic.
Okay. And he already gets 1 because he's Space Marine. So.
Yeah. So,
okay.
So if he charges, he's got 9 attacks.
Cool.
Yeah.
Lieutenant, the ubiquitous lieutenant.
Yeah. So the lieutenant, 2 eliminator squads in that battalion.
Okay, 2 eliminator squads. All right.
The sergeants do have the bolt carbines.
Yep.
and then three
intercessor
intercessors
units.
with the bolt stalker rifles.
Are those the longer ones or the heavy ones?
So the heavy one, 36-inch shot.
Oh, okay, okay.
Then,
Because of course you get no penalty for being heavy.
Exactly, so you might as well go for it.
Might as well go for it, okay.
And then from there we've got a generic chaplain.
And that is the old Dark Angels interrogator model. Loves it, loves it.
So
Cool.
we're rocking him. He doesn't have a power fist. And he's using...
Yeah, it's hard to sub that out on this model.
Yeah, so I liked it for really cool, but he doesn't have it. And for his litany, he's using the
Hate, obviously.
exhortation of rage.
Oh yeah, not the catechism of fire?
No, so on his, if he, basically whatever he does it on a roll of 6, he grants an extra hit.
Okay,
So we're going
exploding
for
sixes.
Smash Captain, double exploding 6s is the goal.
Okay, so he doesn't have the catechism of fire.
He doesn't have the catechism
Interesting.
of fire.
Okay, cool.
And then we got, so he's using, he's the Outrider detachment with the 3 squads of suppressors.
Yeah, I like the heresy helmets. Pretty cool.
Thank you.
Very awesome. Makes them kind of look more Iron Handsy.
A little more Iron Hands.
Or Iron Warriorsy, I'm not sure.
Yeah, who knows?
Cool.
And we got rid
Very
of the clear
awesome.
stands because I don't like those.
Yeah.
And then from there we've got a Spearhead detachment with the Iron Father Ferrios
And
himself.
Ferrios, yeah.
With the 3 Repulsor Executioners.
And 3 repulsor executioners. All right. Okay, that's pretty nasty. We will see what mission we're playing. Okay, we are playing ITC Mission 2, Cut to the Heart. That's the 3 objectives. One in the middle, 2-player place, so Cody's place is over there. And I've placed mine over there. We're doing Vanguard Strike, and I'm on this side. Cody's on that side. So I think number 2, is it a complete deployment or is it alternating? We'll have to look that up.
I was hoping you knew.
Anyway, secondaries. So Cody has gone with the usual, which is gangbusters, big game hunter, and he's actually picked his 2 eliminator units as engineers, which is like you're going to score your 4, but that takes one of them out of doing anything. So that's cool. One less sniper unit for me to worry about. And then I picked butchers. I think I should be able to get butchers. And then it was really hard to pick. So I picked Kingslayer because he wants to use, obviously, but it's his choice of warlord traits. He obviously wants to use his chapter master offensively, and that'll give me 4 points, hopefully, if he doesn't kill me. So I picked that, and then I didn't know what else to pick, so I picked Old School. And probably will miss out on First Blood, but hopefully can get the other 3. So tough to pick against this army, but that's what we've got. And so we're going to deploy up and come back.
I didn't think so. But...
I'm just dudes in gold trying to make their way in life.
Fair enough, sir. All right.
Okay, so deployment is done. Basically, I deployed first, so I deployed in this castle here, very defensively using these runes for line of sight blocking. And Cody has just deployed his tanks behind these buildings here, and then all his intercessors inside, and characters in the back, and then suppressors in deep strike, as presumed. 1 eliminator unit in that run, and the other one obviously is going to engineer on that one probably. And that's it. So, would you like to seize?
I'm not going to seize.
No, okay. Have a good game, man.
Good luck, sir.
All right, Custodes turn 1 coming up. Okay, so Custodes turn pretty straightforward. I just moved up to hide in this rune a bit more and did nothing else. Because I don't think I can shoot anything. So that's the intent. So that's it. That's the end of my turn. So I just hold. And I scored none of my other things. So it's just 1 point for me. Going on to Iron Hands turn 1.
There's literally only one thing that can shoot.
So end of Iron Hands movement. These things just shifted around basically. And there's a new castle over here, and that guy can shoot, so he's going to do some shooting, and we'll see what's left at the end. We'll be right back.
Sure.
Alright, so end of shooting phase, some good shooting and some really not good invulns, and that caladius is gone. Just had to pull out this hunter-killer stratagem to do mortal wounds to finish it off. It was left on 1 after the shooting phase.
It's a once per game per repulsor as well.
1 per game per repulsor. So you can do it 3 times.
Yeah, but they need line of sight, so... But yeah, so he
Okay.
can't do it again, but yeah. That was... I never thought it'd be one I'd use, but that was a good scenario for
Okay, so Iron Hands turn 1, so you killed, you hold, and so you killed more, and we hold the same.
Yep.
And so you got 1 big game too. Cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 to 1. Going on to turn 2 for Custodes. Okay, so turn 2, I've decided to go for it. I calculated out in my head that if I was to hide and I didn't lose any models, we would both just get 1 point in turn 2, and now the game is just 3 turns, another turn shorter for me to do what I need to do. and Cody's already 3 points ahead. So we could literally just go 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, and he would win by 3 points. So at some point, I needed to cross this gap. There's no man's zone. It's like charging the Germans over the trench, basically. Keeping in mind that these things overwatch on 4-up with full rerolls, so they're unchargeable, basically.
Not without hurting a lot.
So basically, that is what I'm doing. So these bikes are now 5 inches away from the chapter master. Over there, the captain's in the back. There's another captain's over there. This tank is out on a limb over here. Maybe I'll move that better. Probably not.
If you want to adjust it, go ahead. I got no issues.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, cool. And then these guys are just moved out to get line of sight on that repulsor there. Valoris is giving them some buffs. And then the vexilla advanced up into that building there. So that's it. We'll come back and see what happens.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm proud of him.
Okay, so at the end of my turn, I managed to get this repulsor down to three wounds left, unfortunately. Couldn't finish it off. I killed the chaplain and the chapter master with these bikes and the captain. Chapter master hit me 17 times.
On the first barrage.
And then some bunch of more times fighting twice when he died. And so he killed 3.5 bikes. Crazy. I think he did 25 total attacks? That's crazy. Anyway.
26 attacks.
So I did manage to kill 2 things and wound this repulsor this turn. So it was a decent turn, and now I've traded my captain and my bikers for no rerolls, no litanies, and no CP. So you can't 4-up Overwatch me or anything, so maybe that was worth it. We'll see. So Custodes turn 2. I killed, I hold, I got butchers, I got Kingslayer all 4.
Got her.
So I got 5, 6, 7 points that turn. So I'm up to 8. So it's 8-4 for Custodes going on to turn 2 for Iron Hands.
I'm gonna stay right.
All right, Iron Hands turn 2.
Yeah, he's actually
Repulsor's moved around there. That repulsor obviously fell back, and Ferrios is going to heal him.
There we go.
This lieutenant moved back there. Those eliminators are up there, and these guys have moved up. 2 suppressor units have dropped in the back here. And then 1 suppressor unit has dropped over here, and that's it. So we're about to get lit up. Let's see what's still alive at the end of this turn. All right, Iron Hands turn 2. Captain died, bike died, Pallas tank died, and then exploded. 1 wound done on him and Valoris, and that's it. So most of the damage, I guess, came from the shooting for the bikes. The suppressors actually did very little. They just killed that 1 tank, yeah. Which is what you need to do. The eliminators did nothing, and then Ferrios charged in and killed the captain in combat.
You made a bunch of 3-up invols.
Okay, so you got to kill, you got to hold. We're equal on hold.
Yeah.
And you got kill more.
No, you actually have hold more.
I have hold more.
Oh, you didn't.
No, I'm not on that back one.
Yeah.
So and you killed more, right? Because you got 3.
Yeah.
So you killed more.
We got another big.
You got gang, so you killed 5 bikes, which is 20 health, 20 wounds, so that's 3 gangbusters. You got another big game, and you didn't get engineers.
No.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're up to 11. I'm at 8, so it's 11-8, going on to turn 3 for Custodes. I only got 3 models left, so we'll see what happens. All right, Custodes turn 3, so not many options left. Vexilla made it out to here with an advance and homered in these aquilon to do what they can. Valoris and the 2 tanks have come back over here in order. Might as well hide that guy.
Good call.
There's no point like giving you free shots. So as long as I stay within 6, of course. So yeah, so I'll adjust that in a second. But these guys to try and take out some suppressors. And that's it. Those are the only models I have, so we'll come back at the end of this turn. Dude, those guys kill like knights. Okay? And I did 1 wound to fucking 110 point character. Okay, so these Terminators got in there, did 1 wound to Ferrios, which is crazy, and I killed 2 of these Eliminators. I guess they can't fail morale. This tank down to 3 wounds left, just on Lastrum Bolter shooting. I killed this suppressor unit, took 1 guy off here. So not enough, quite frankly, so we'll see what happens. I killed something. I do hold. I didn't get my butchers. And yeah, that's it. So just 2 points. So I'm up to 10. So it's 11-10 going on to Iron Hands turn 3. All right, bottom of 3 for Iron Hands. These guys just came down there. These tanks and the lieutenant, everybody's converged. They obviously fell back, and that tank moved there, and those suppressors are over there now. And that's it. So we'll see if my army survives this turn. Okay, so end of turn 3, and I think we're gonna call it a day. I lost 4 out of 5 Terminators, and I lost my last caladius tank, so there's nothing I can do against this army. He completely forgot he still has like 300 points of intercessors in his tanks that he only completely hadn't even remembered he had. I've actually killed very little, so good game, man.
Good game, man.
Yeah, I think I actually played it as well as I could. It's just that turn didn't go my way. Your dice have been super hot and mine are cold. And like it's just too much.
27 hits.
Like
on
even your basic gun that you get like 15 shots is like -2.
Yeah.
It's just designed to kill like elite armies. You know, like
that's just it.
It's designed to kill everything.
The whole army is designed around heavy weapons because why wouldn't you? Right?
Everything gets no penalty. Is extra AP. Like it all just rules upon rules upon rules.
Yeah.
Like just layers and layers of repeated rules. Like that captain having 26 attacks. That's just rules upon rules upon rules that all just stack up. You know, ferrios.
Ferrios making what, 5 out of 7?
Well, that's just good rolling.
5 up in
I mean,
goals.
on a separate game, you don't make those, and it's different, right? But
still,
that's just rolling.
Ridiculous.
But yeah, he's definitely too cheap, and you didn't even need the Ironstone or any of the tricks. And as a combat army, really, I have nothing to do but to try and charge you. Maybe I should have just eaten some Overwatch. You know, instead of trying to dance around.
That's the tough call.
But,
right
you
there.
know, in my experience, fighting against Tau, 5-up Overwatch is bad enough, rerolling 1s. 4-up with full rerolls is suicide.
Yeah.
I already learned that charging a Leviathan in my first game against Imperial Fists. Ooh. And that was just generic Space Marine Codex. So 4-up rerolling everything on Overwatch is better than a lot of armies shooting.
And it's still worth it to take 1 levy. See, you don't see many, like, I don't think you'll see many multi-levy spam lists anymore, but 1 levy is still...
Yeah, because
you just drop
you
just make it half damage, and then if you have an Ironstone, you have a half damage -1.
You just don't shoot the Leviathan.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can tie the Leviathan up is the thing.
Yeah, if you can tie it up, tie it up. If not, ignore it. Because it's 24-inch range, the Leviathan's only weak.
So Iron Hands are still good, people. I know people are like, Iron Hands are dead now. They're totally not dead. They're probably still one of the best codexes out there. They just lost the ridiculousness that they had before, but it's still extremely good. So what do you think of your game, Cody? It's probably pretty straightforward for you.
Well, for one, don't forget that I painted them in the last 4 days, and I forgot they existed.
Well, you didn't need them. I mean, how many points is 3 units of intercessors? Not
85 points each. So, like you said, it was almost 300 points.
Sure, 300 points down,
points,
and you still tabled me in 2.5 turns, basically.
But, I mean, in terms of gameplay, obviously, probably shouldn't have forgot about them. I knew what could have came from the bikes on there, and that was a gamble something I gambled on. And honestly, the captain did what I wanted the captain to do. Sure, it sucked he died, but he took down 3.5 bikes himself. So I'm not overly disappointed how he went out. He went out swinging and 27 hits on 2 rounds of combat. I can't complain.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, what I should have done was just eaten that 5-up Overwatch and killed that tank there.
Just finished off, yeah, because in the end it got 2 rounds of shooting.
Because then there's only 2 tanks to hit me. So I should have gone all in there and just tried to kill Ferrios. In the end, like that didn't work, but kill that tank and leave those eliminators. And then and that would have been... I think that would have been better. I don't know. I don't think it would have changed the game, obviously. So thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you for watching on stream. Do stay tuned for the rest of the week. We got AdMech, we got Ultramarines, and we got Necrons, so action-packed week. We'll recover from tonight and come back strong tomorrow. And thank you very much for watching, guys. And thank you for driving all this way, Cody, to kick my ass.
It was good.
It was worth the drive then.
Till next time.
Okay, catch you guys next time.